Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. He head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Here we go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
11.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Right.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Mitchell again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
ETN again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Lewisine. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go. Here we go.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Lisa 24.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. The throw finds Evan Ingram. Jukes one defender. There he goes on the right side. He mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get it down to a single point. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go, son. Extend. Jump.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle it goes. What a dive! I think he caught it! And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here.
11, 11, 11. Sit high.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Go.
Now Fields. Forced out to his right. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey,
Harris will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Harris gets it on the counter. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Again, this is Mitchell. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Red on red.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Red, 23.
They go right back to ETN. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
He has the 1st over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. On 1st, caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Steelers have it, headed the other way. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, I'm gun. Hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stop made by C.J. Henderson. From the 34. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down throw, Lawrence. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No mud, no mud. Here we go, son. Right.
Now it's Fields. Chased out to his right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Here we go, son. Hey, Monday. Hey, Ken. Is it all right?
2nd down and 10. Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go. Good. Ready. All right.
Looking to throw Fields. He's on the move. Oh, he loses the football. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Lining up now to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Washington now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, we know that every single possession in this league is a premium. And these ones right before halftime with the clock dwindling down, well, they become even bigger. Setting your offense up for success with a return like that, you couldn't script it any better.
This is hauled in by Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before.
And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie before halftime. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Fields to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play.
They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go.
Play action, Fields. Escape. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on second down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on third and long. Completed to his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie us up 28-all. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, first and 10.
Red on red.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, Lion!
Going to the ground again on first. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Hey! Silver!
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
On red.
Here's Etienne. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. He'll cobble together a yard there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
West right there.
Fields on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running it here with Etienne. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. A touchdown. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Easy.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
24.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
23. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. He's got it at the 24. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Here we go. Right.
And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
EQ.
Mitchell up the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Let's go. Go.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
You got a mini base. Here we go. Alpha. Right.
Running right with Mitchell. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
11. Here we go, son. 11. You got a mini base. Extend. Right.
From the 48. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Steelers down by 7. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Handoff here to Mitchell. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Go Mars. Looks right. Hey, never mind. Monday. Do it.
To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
Here we go, son. Chips left. Hey, can. Go.
Fields on 1st down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Now give, it's ETN headed left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. ETN again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
551, 551. Here we go, good. Hey, 10. Hey, 10. Back.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Slot man motioned over.
Out. DQ.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.